Greetings trainers, KuroBlitz here and welcome back to another video. So, first and foremost, I just want to remind you something. Do you guys remember this video that I did exactly 8 months ago today? Me ranting for half an hour about Pokémon Journeys, my old avatar. I even had more Peko as a mascot back in the day, right? Yeah, well, that aged poorly, dudes. That aged poorly. But in the end, making that video changed Journeys for the better, in my opinion. Because we got a director change episodes prior. And that such director change was from Maki Kodaira to Jun Huada in episode 55 of the Pokémon Journeys anime, the one when Koharu and Eevee visit the Ponyta in Gleamwood Tangle and Ash and Go are just hanging around with Opal in Balloonly Town. This episode aired on February 5th, and we only got confirmation 2 weeks after, or 2 days after I actually made that video, because not only of the Wigstrom episode with Surfetch Chivalry, but also with the Kikuna and Psyduck episode, and knowing that Grookey was coming for March. So, a lot changed, right? And we can see that, Journeys from the beginning of 2021 to nowadays, to almost the ending of the year, it changed a lot. Even, with the pacing and how they handle characters. The fact that Opal actually, got an interesting episode in her gym, and we see more of Raihan and Leon getting humanized, and even Chloe joins, and, she sees the battle and whatnot. Like, there is a lot of, new things that is trying to do, like, even character returns, they are, being more predominant, but more careful as well. Go got finally something to do with Project Mew trial missions, so Journeys changed for the better, and I have no doubts that, it will change for the better more and more as time goes by. Because one thing that we have to realize is that when the Opal episode was released back in February, Team Kato from OLM, they always plan 4 to 6 months ahead of the episodes. So director change, we got the change, and in August we got the Volkner battle. So we start to see the difference, right? Taking leadership, establishing that takes time, especially from someone who went from Yokai Watch to Pokemon, and they want to, the world and the vibes and whatever more, right? But, I like this. I really, really like, this approach, because, Pokemon going, with the episodic structure, but we have a narrative, around. Like, in the end of the day, life itself, Pokemon is becoming, more mundane, more realistic, and life itself doesn't have an arc. No one goes from arc to arc. Sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have bad days. We cannot predict that. In terms of story, it's kind of iffy, but in terms of, not predicting stuff and have the magic and wonder happen, it kind of makes it grounded, right? And this is why I like to believe that, Journeys from 2021, it had something that I like to call the Gintama effect. So, what is, those who don't know, Gintama is a manga and an anime that exists since 2004, 2006 respectively. And well, we have the protagonist who, he's an older dude, in a way, like more experience. He has a status and a backstory, right? And even the color blue as predominant. And a guy who is super smart, and he kind of is, very isolated as well. And a girl who's basically has, some family issues that she wants to solve for herself. And she's also a redhead with a giant dog. This is Pokémon Journeys. Gintoki, Chinpachi, and Kagura, yeah, like, they are Ash, Go, and Koharu respectively. Like, and for those who do not know the anime of Gintama, they always go balls to the walls when in terms of, what is an arc or what isn't. They make tons of references to other anime. Because, well, in the end of the day, Gintama, the anime of Gintama, it's in the Edo period where basically when Legends arc is going to happen, but aliens exist, so technology is super more advanced. Maybe that kind of explains in the Pokemon world why the Arceus phone is a thing. But, Gintama, they always, go with the slice of life approach and always, for the comedic aspect. And it's a slow burner. It takes time to get adjusted to it. But when when action takes the forefront, they deliver. It makes you feel rewarded for seeing all of this happen, right? We got the Blue Ball episode with the shiny Voltorb, right? That was kinda but I know what they were going for. Otakus in Japan and how they perceive, the foreign culture, foreign to them, of course, right? But now we are going to get the Mega Lucario trilogy, quote unquote, in the winter special. So there's that, right? And that's life, right? Sometimes things are amazing, sometimes things are And the Pokemon Journeys, well, Pokemon NC, for example, in many days in life, they can be tear-jerking like the Flabébé episode. Sometimes they can just, be random shenanigans, like the Tunnel episode with Team Rocket. Or they can be very action-packed and serious where the stakes matter the most, like with the Voltner battle. Going with this writing approach, like we see all of the lenses and spectrums from the Pokemon world, in a way. Realistically, with all of the continuity baggage that we have, from the original series, Advanced Generation, and even Diamond and Pearl, it's weird to see this, but post-reboot, Ash was not trying hard enough in Best Wishes. In X and Y, he was trying too hard. In Sun and Moon, he relaxed, and now in Journeys, it's his post-game. Ash is basically older light. Like, he's a champion, a very unorthodox one, to say the least. That's who Ash is nowadays. And going with the anime of Journeys, just like Gintama, and in the end, we are going to see the character of Ash influence a lot of Go and Koharu, just like how, Gintoki influenced a lot of Jinpachi and Kagura. So, and the message of Gintama, it's, just like the name itself, it's the message of a silver soul, which it's kind of fitting since Ash and Go met each other on the back of a Lugia. And the message of the silver soul is, personally to me, that's how I interpret it. Silver is better than gold, because that way you can, appreciate one even for their imperfections. And Journeys had a lot of imperfections, but we still love the show nonetheless. We still love Ash, we still love the old characters. We just love the Pokemon anime as a whole, right? And it might not be just the Sword and Shield series, right? There's a stuff of Galar that need to tackle, but no rush. Just let us go with the flow and see where the adventure take us. So this is basically just my speculation on how the Pokemon anime is more and more becoming more like Gintama. I would recommend that anime for you to watch. Trainers, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are near 900 subscribers. I want that for the end of this month, the month of October, and the end of the year to have 1K. We finally got our community tab. So that alone is a massive win for me. And it's all thanks to you.